Good evening, everyone. This is day 15 of growing vegetables outdoors and day 158 of growing vegetables indoors in Canada. So, with this weather, we haven't got much of our plants out yet into the garden. The garden is completed. We just got to turn over the soil a little bit before we get our plants in there. It is cold here in Simcoe. We had a frost advisory a few days ago, and the weather's just been dropping here. We are looking next week that we are going to get our plants started outdoors completely. But nonetheless, let's take a gander for day 15 here outdoors. So over here we have our blueberry tree. Some tiny little blueberries on there. I'm not sure if they're going to actually produce, but we have blueberries there. We have our chive onions, which are great companion plants. Right along, we're going to get our green beans. Over there, we have some lavender in the plant, or in the box there, ready and going. We're going to get a whole bunch of our cucamelons, get all of our cattle arches used with our melons, loofah gourds, and a whole bunch of other great items, tomatoes, corn. We have some garlic down there that is just about ready for harvesting. Should be probably a couple more weeks and those will be ready to go just in time for us to get more stuff into the garden for the summer. As we move along to our cold weather crops that are doing fantastic, I did cover them up through the frost. I wasn't taking any chances as the plants are thriving in this soil in the raised garden beds. We have our lettuce that is going to be ready for our first little harvest here soon. We have some carrots that are doing really well. We have our red beets, which are over there looking great. We have our Italian oregano, some thyme right over there, and then a couple of onions, or onion chives I should say, rosemary, another thing of lavender. In the back here we have some onions and then some more carrots over there. We are going to get some things put in between to utilize the cattle arches here, which probably in a week or so when the weather permits. But let's go take a gander at what we have going indoors. So now that we're indoors, let's take a gander at everything that we have growing indoors here. A lot of these items are going to be taken outdoors for our outdoor garden, and some are just going to be continually grown in here until the end of life for them. But over here we have our Hungarian wax, followed by our red Valencia peanuts. Now these peanuts should be a lot bigger. A good indication to know is when the plant completely dies out, but I'm not sure if we're going to get any peanuts from this. We do have some peanuts growing that we are going to do outdoors. But nonetheless, we're going to take a gander at this when it is completely ready for harvesting. In the back, we have some basil that is going to be used outdoors as well as propagated. Some more peppers. Over here, we had some beans, mysterious beans that we were going to use for outdoors. I was wondering why it was taking so long for them to sprout. As I went sorting through them, I could not find a bean which is... I'm not sure why, as me and my daughter got them planted in there, and there's no way of any animals or anything obviously getting at them, so we're losing our mind. Nonetheless, we got more beans started in a nice little grow area with a shield over top of it, a dome. So we're putting some pressure on these beans to get them ready just in time to get outdoors. Over there we have our Vazenkia peppers, followed by some more basil. So up onto our second shelf where we have our loofah gourds that are really anxiously waiting to get outdoors. Right beside it we have some cucamelons, followed by some cantaloupe in the front, and then we had to move our buttercup squash around. As you can see, they are really anxiously waiting to get out into the garden, so we're probably going to get those transplanted sooner than later and just have them covered if we needed. As we keep going on, we have again more cantaloupe over there, followed by some honeydew melons, black diamond watermelons, and a beautiful little peanut that's starting that we're anxiously waiting to get transplanted. Again, peanuts can be hard to get transplanted, but we are going to try. Up top here, we have some tomato plants. These are all extras for a Montessori school here in Simcoe that we're working with. All the kids' plants are doing fantastic. Again, these are extras just for our 8-week program in case anything happens to them. Again, we are winding down to next week being our last week where the children are going to take their beautiful plants home that they've been working so hard for. And again, these are just extra. Whatever we don't use, we will give to teachers as well as use some of them in our own garden. Right beside our tomatoes, we have our chocolate habanero. To a few of our items that we have growing here with just natural light, again, are going to be used, some of them to our outdoor garden, but nonetheless, let's take a gander. Over here, we have some tomato plants that we've been harvesting for the last 2 to 3 weeks now. As you can see, there is some more ready to go. My daughter has been anxiously waiting for that one as well. They're not lasting too long when my daughter gets her hands on them, but nonetheless, great tomato plant, all growing again indoors. In the front to my daughter's little project where she has a couple of little pumpkin seeds going, and then some more that are really thriving in these buckets. Over to our pineapple head. This pineapple head was all started fully, obviously. We got it juiced, took the pineapple head, let it sit out for roughly 24 hours where we peeled the rest of the skin off just around the head up there. Let it sit in water. It's been sitting here for roughly close to 2 months now, where obviously we're changing the water in and out. You don't want it to sit for too long. We change it probably every 3 days. Keep it topped up, and as you can see, we have lots of roots. We want those to get consistently full, as there are some smaller ones you can see up there that we want the whole glass to be completely filled before we get that transplanted into any soil. Over here we have our awapui plants, also known as your red pine ginger shampoo plants, which are native to Hawaii. Up top we have some mint. To our beans that we just started again, these are called scappa beans or green Italian climbing beans. So we got some pressure on these in the dome here where we're trying to get as much heat into the soil and get these sprouted. As we are running out of time, we might be a little bit delayed getting these outdoors, but it's better to have some than none at all. To our last plant indoors, this was also my father's. It is a bay laurel tree, and again, we're just grateful to have a few of his plants in memory of my pops. So once again, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to day 158 indoors and day 15 outdoors. We're looking forward to next week getting all of our plants with weather permitting outdoors so we can continue our journey there, as well as do some night harvesting. We're getting lights all over it. We're super excited. Nonetheless, if you haven't yet, check out our website at canadianveggies.com for 100% organic items, apparel, as well as some of the services that my daughter and I currently offer. Again, it's canadianveggies.com. Thanks for tuning in.